first opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the New Orleans Saints. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Slow.
On 2nd down, Johnson. Pretty move. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
Slow.
They go play action here on 1st down. On the crossing route, complete. It's Thomas. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
On 2nd down, Taylor's throw incomplete. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Slow. Z.
To throw is Taylor. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Throwing is Bortles. And he completes it to Cohen. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
372. Lucy.
On second down, here's Bortles. He leaves this one for Howard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. It didn't happen on that play.
Bortles. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A nice move gets him a few extra. Down just shy of his 20. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They pitch it out to Johnson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
On second down, here's Taylor, eluding the pressure right. And Thomas has it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They'll face a third down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. Here's Taylor. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Throwing now, Taylor on first down. Flushed out right. Deep ball for Goodwin. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Taylor escaping the pressure right. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. It's a big play there for the Saints. And even 40 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. David Johnson, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they will be backed up deep as they'll have to start the drive from the 6-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, Pablo.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Line of scrimmage is the 8 on 2nd and 8. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Here we go.
Bortles now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Lucy. Hey. Move.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
It's all right.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. Call it a gain of 5, and they're going to face a 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They fake the handoff. Now Bortles lets it fly for Thielen. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. So 1:55 to go in the first half. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. We're back to New Orleans after this. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Oh, look at Thomas wide open. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense.
So right.
Now Bortles. Buying time to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
On 3rd down, it's Cohen, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now a play fake here on first down. Steps away. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Clock running as Bortles hurries to try to get his guys set.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Move. Lucy.
On play action, now Bortles. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Hey.
Shotgun now for Bortles. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The field goal unit on the sideline. They're going to go with 1 second left.
Hey, spread left. Shut. Green 80. Lucy, Lucy. Lucy, Lucy.
A final shot before half for Bortles. And his throw here is incomplete. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
11.
Here's Bortles to throw. Flushed out right. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose. The Saints say they have it, and they do. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it. Ends up getting the ball stripped.
They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And Johnson on an island by himself in the backfield. 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. David Johnson with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Play action. Now it's Bortles. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Burton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First target, first catch, and a first down. Nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Escaping the pressure right. His throw incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Burton. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tiny, tough matchups now, if you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
On first down, Bortles. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. The screen pass here to Cohen. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
From midfield, here's Bortles. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Bortles now on first down. Flush to his right. His throw caught right around the 6. Touchdown, Chicago! Jordan Howard, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears cut into that lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
The Saints coming out now to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. A very solid gain of 27.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They'll throw on first down with Taylor, eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Taylor now to throw again. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. The 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A really good pickup of 28. Yards. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back. After this.
Slow. Mike, check. 59. Slow.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Slow. Z.
Now Taylor to throw on second down. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down.
Slow. Z.
On third down, Taylor. Underneath for Johnson. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Green 80. Sunday.
They'll start with a give to Cohen. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. A gain of 3, second down.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Bunch right. 11B. 372. Hank.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
372. Move. Check 59. Mike is 59. 11B.
They do go for it. It's Bortles. Finding Gabriel complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
Let's go. 380. Lucy.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter.
Mike 39, Lucy. 380. 372. Hank.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Lucy.
Bortles will try again on second down. Over the middle, complete. That's Burton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard. You probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
Move. 372. So left.
Now Bortles again. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Spread right, 72. 372. Hank.
Again, they'll throw with Bortles. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Bears on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. Bortles to throw once more. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cohen. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a first down as well. Again, it's Bortles. And that is incomplete. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far. Nothing going right offensively. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
372. Move. Move.
From the gun, it's Bortles. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back at New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Now Taylor on 1st down, escaping the pressure right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Let's go. We got three, fellas. We got 380.
Now a play fake here on first down. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 32 that time. Bortles now on first down. They'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it second down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Bortles to throw on second down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Hank. So right.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Lucy. 56, Mike, 56. Lucy.
Now Bortles, got to have this one. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear that the Saints are going to win this football game. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the side.
Taylor hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Taylor going to throw it. Flush to his right. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
But right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
Throw left side complete. That's good one. And they get this all the way inside Chicago's 10. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
And they just hit another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, You might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
The age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
And this one is right through. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. Scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So for the Saints, the final 2 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with the win. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they dropped their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.